Oh hey, it's internet celebrity Sammy Jacks. And today, I'm at a dead mall. Opened in 1970 originally. It's called Merritt Square Mall. The oldest mall in Brevard. Is it Brevard County? I don't know. Wherever county I'm at, it's the oldest mall here. But look at the outside. It's pretty well kept. Looks old, but well kept. Wow, look at the old concrete work. Okay, here we go. So we're at the side of the theater here. Okay, mall hours open till 7 o'clock tonight. Very exciting. Wow, the door frame felt like it was falling down. First store we have here, Cold Stone Creamery. Empty. Like really empty. They got the sign up and there's nothing in there. Wow. And here's a giant movie theater. It's a directory here. They got a Sears, Ollie's Outlet. Pretty exciting mall. Big movie theater. Look at this. Giant movie theater right here. Oh, they got a food court in here too. Movie theater looks pretty good. It's empty. Oh, they have D-Box, live action, MFX. Look at the neon in the back. Pretty classic. Then off to my right, there's a food court. I'll show you that in a second. So this is the theater. Back here they have a Sparrow in the food court. Food court looks pretty cool. I might get a piece of pizza later. Sparrow, China Max, Cajun Cafe. Pretty neat. People playing checkers and stuff in there. This is like a really dead mall, but there's people in here. Ooh, they have a game room in the cinema there. This feels like a really weird mall. Okay, so up ahead, I don't know, there's two ways to go. I can go straight, or I can go to the right, and I think I'm gonna go straight and see what's over here. So there's a commercial here for Weedman Construction and Roofing on some old store. Don't know what it was. And then there's like a closed down, it looks like I don't know, it looks like frozen yogurt or Auntie Anne's. It's really dark over here. Well, there's a lot of places to go back here. Looks like a Journeys or a, I don't know, you guess, because I don't know. And then there's a Macy's over here. This mall feels really old. Looks like a closed down T-Mobile store or something. There's no stores over here. Miracle Eyebrows, unfortunately closed today. This is crazy. There's nothing down here. I don't think there's any stores at all. But if you're interested in leasing, you can lease right there. The phone number if you want to get that. And then more stores over here. I think every store over here is shut. I don't know if you can tell, it looks like a rave store. Maybe Old Rave. And next to it, I don't know what that is. Oh, there is a Spencer's right next to it. There's a Spencer's here. Bum, bum, bum. And then more clothes stores. There's a little carousel here. Every mall should have a carousel. Look at this little carousel. It's $1 to ride this. That one is way too small for me. I'll break it if I go in there. And then they have Weedman Construction and Roofing. Is it Weedman? Oh, they have one of these. All the old malls have one of these things right here, these coin things. I wonder who gets to keep the money out of there. All right. There's like people chilling down, just hanging out up front here. Empty store. This mall is really confusing. It's really big. Looks like they sold modern in there. And then here, what is this? Oh, event furniture. Wow. That's cool. And then they have a mattress and furniture place. And Sears. Sears is cool. Your dead Sears. You can win stuff out of here. Oh, look at this. Win up to $100 in Starbucks. Every cup is a winner. Sears Island, or what was this, like an arcade? Comics and computers. Okay, I have reached everything in this side of the mall. And then here, very classic looking store. Closed. There's some cool looking places here. And then once you go outside here, let's see what's outside. You can just tell this place is old. Okay, now we're out front. Merritt Square. Okay, gonna go back in now. It's pretty cool. Look at the garbage cans. Oh, they got these like huge round balls out here. Look at the designs in the concrete here. The garbage cans are super old. And you can see Sears. Guess we could walk around, maybe. Very bizarre. You can see the softer side of Sears. I'm not gonna get too close. Don't want to get bit by a snake or anything. That'd be bad. So this is Sears over here. It's a very interesting looking store. So it originally opened this mall in the Sears is newer, but the mall opened in 1970. Look at this. Wow. That's a shame. And it's still got the Sears sign up over here. I wonder when this closed. I remember when I worked for Sears, look, they got the palm trees right here. This looks like it was a really good Sears at one time. When I worked for Sears, when a store closed, Sears wanted the signs taken down to protect the brand. So it would have a contractor come and remove the sign, which doesn't look like it happens anymore or here, which is kind of sad. But there's not really, I think there's only like one Sears store left in Florida, maybe two. But I have not been to either in quite a while. I went to the Florida Mall one. I was going to say Orlando Mall, Florida Mall. But that's been a minute. Look at this place. It's all like falling apart. These columns, they must be metal. They're all rusty on the bottom. Look at this. See the rust? Oh, crazy. All right, now I'm going to go back in the mall. There's a Macy's in here. Some other stuff. I don't know why I decided to come out of that entrance, but glad I did. Look at the weeds. Nature is slowly taking over again. The earth always belongs to nature. These garbage cans are trippy. And there's a bus stop here. Kind of looks like the entrance to a Walmart, almost the old Walmarts. And then there's the garbage can. And the chair has the same logo, same design. All right, Merritt Square, here we go. Back inside. It's very interesting. Da, da, da. Wow, look at the ceiling in here. Let's see. Oh, so this is a different theater. Huh. All right, let's walk around. There's an Ollie's here. Let's go to Ollie's. Okay, walking back to where I came from through here. Well, look, they have like a really big skylight in the center, and then Sears at the back. A lot of beds and stuff in here, a lot of furniture. Huh. All right. Somebody's playing really old music behind me. Wow, this place is dead. I'm surprised there's so many people walking through here. Like, there's quite a crowd of people for a mall that has no stores. If that makes any sense. Another big store here. These stores look untouched. Huh. Crazy. Can't tell what any of these used to be. Huh. Okay, then on the other side here, we've got more closed-on stores. All right, let's go to the other side now. I got it. Big closed store there. Oh, looks like there's a roof leak in here. Right here, check this out. Roof leak right there. Right there. Okay, so now we're gonna go the opposite way. I haven't been down this way yet. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, this place looks like it's got more life over here. Definitely got more stores over this way. Oh, there's a Victoria's Secret. These here called Drift Zone. Drift Zone that looks really cool, but it's not open right now. Oh, you can like drift on go-karts. That is cool. Looks really cool inside. But there's no one in there right now. So this side of the mall, I just went into a country store. They had some really cool stuff in there. Oh, look at this. There's some neat stuff in here. I like this. And then cell phone repair. This is some kind of closed business. Oh, Bath and Body Works. Wow, that's an old one. And then the next one. Don't know. Another one over here. Look at that. It's got inside and outside entrance there. Maybe like a Byron's or something at one time. Aeropostal. And they have a Oriental massage place. Wow, something smells really good here. I don't know what it is. And then, there's this cotton candy machine. I don't think it works. No cotton candy there today. And then they got a lot of cool, like, weird stuff in here. There's like a little, some kind of like, I don't know, like a boat or something in the center. I guess Merritt Island, I guess it would make sense to have a boat. And then JCPenney's at the end. This feels like old. This feels like late 60s. This feels good. Even the tile on the ceiling looks old. And then down here it says exit. Let's see what's down this way. Beauty Palace. Then imported store. Cruise shop services. Oh. Cruise shop and services. I guess it's for crew members of cruise ships. Huh. That would make sense. This is pretty close to the cruise port. And this place is at least 50% vacant. Ooh, Mexican kitchen and restaurant right there. May have to swing in there. Let's turn around. Cell phone place. And then iCover, unlocked phones and accessories. Huh. Looks like there was big business in that. Look at the texture of the tiles on the ceiling here. Like super old texture. Never seen tiles quite like that. It's the late 70s. And the floor in here, tiles look pretty old too. There's a Dillard's. That weird boat thing, Dillard's. Let's go down to the other side, see what else we got. Yeah, it feels like a 1960s mall. It's kind of strange. I guess it's from that era, and this floor does not look like it's ever been changed. Arts, we got a rack room. And this is all empty on my left here. Everything is like empty. The classic floor, for the most part. This JCPenney's looks wicked old right here. Look at this. Look at the entrance. That's insane. Okay, that's a look at the ceiling. And one of the skylights in the center court here. And then as we come down, you'll see, right here, down too quick, JCPenney's. Super old looking. Look at the brown or black tile on the sides here. Huh. There's another carousel here, right there. It's really weird, they got two of those, like one's not enough. And then on my left, there's some kind of Dragon Ball Z thing over here. Not sure what that is, but you can definitely feel like, it feels like the 1960s in here. Even though it opened in 1970, so that would make sense, probably designed in the 60s. Okay, so I'm outside of JCPenney. They got these old concrete marks down here. That JCPenney, they do have a second floor, but it's offices upstairs. Look at these planters. These look like totally 60s. Match the garbage cans and the chairs. So basically, I went inside the JCPenney, the dollar store next door to JCPenney looks exactly, it's an intact, everything's a dollar store from the 90s. And hold on, look at this. I can't believe, like, the planter looks dead and the plant is still alive. And look at this brick here. JCPenney's looks exactly like you'd expect a JCPenney's to look like. Like, there's no difference. Like, it just looks like typical JCPenney's. There's no difference, just a one-story JCPenney's. But I didn't want to film in there because there's quite a few people shopping in there. I don't want to bother them, and it's just a JCPenney's, nothing exciting. You can see the outside here. Looks just like any other JCPenney. And then somewhere over here they have an Ollie's. So this inside the mall, this store you can't get into because it's the entrance is closed off. But I think you can get into it from the outside here. And this is Ollie's Bargain Outlets. So it's closed off from inside the mall, but you can get into it from the outside. And this is obviously was something different. Don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is now, but I don't know what it was. Ollie's. All right, I'm going in. So this restaurant here, it's called like Margarita Island or something like that. It's an old Ruby Tuesday. You can see the lights on the side right there. You probably had, it's the same like square that Ruby Tuesdays had. The lights are different, but basically looks like a Ruby Tuesday. Pretty well preserved Ruby Tuesday. Entrance, they got really old concrete, and then as we look up here, like this is the entrance. You can see there's like some roof damage. Look at the old tile here. This place is like so old and retro. It's very cool. I'm gonna go back in here. They had trick-or-treating in the mall. That's crazy. Oh, look, they have dipping dots. Does that machine work? Mini melts. I guess it's the same as dipping dots. Ooh, $5. Huh. They don't have chocolate. Oh, they do have chocolate. I already had ice cream today. Not sure what this little thing was here, but there's a shower head sticking on the wall. Whoops, hold on, let me show you this. There's like a shower head sticking out of the wall. That is so weird. I've never seen anything like that. There are a couple speakers hanging out of the ceiling up there. Kind of weird. A little bit bizarre. Interesting retro ice mall. I wonder the old sign where it says box office, it probably was the old logo to whatever theater this used to be. It used to be something different at some point in time, I can imagine. See right there, top right corner, there's like a sign missing. Maybe AMC or something, I don't know. CMX, something. But it definitely looks retro-tastic inside there. And even the ceiling, so old. Anyways, that's been fun. It's been definitely a cool retro little mall tour here. I'm gonna go somewhere else around the mall. There's the Cold Stone Creamery where we started. Anyways, I'm Sammy Jacks. There may be some incoming bonus content. We'll find out in a second. It's super hot today. Like, it's been cold the past couple days, but for whatever reason, today is just like hot. So as you see, I don't know if you can see, the Dillard's parking lot has been refinished. It's all pretty looking. And you can't see that from anywhere else. Like, everything else is kind of like, eh. But there's a really old chair, probably from the mall. Just left out here to rot. Maybe from Dillard's. Dillard's is huge. Like, it's an old Ivy's, and it's just like it goes on and on and on. It's like they added this back part on. It looks like they did. And it's really deep. It's like a two-story store, but it's not. It's all one floor, and it's really deep and long. Something I thought was really interesting, I'll show you in a second. There's a store over here. It looks like an old food fair or something in like a shopping plaza right over here. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be responsible adult. Okay, see this? It's a U-Haul place, right? All self-storage. But we don't walk. We drive down this way. This is bizarre. Like, I've never seen anything like this. I can't explain it. So let me unplug my radar detector. So it looks like an old plaza that they converted into self-storage and then added a bunch of self-storage on the outside. But then as you pull up to the main U-Haul building here, it looks like an old food fair or an old Publix. See the way the front of the building looks right here? U-Haul, self-storage paradise. So drive past here real quick. But see, it looks like an old grocery store or something. And they've made it into a U-Haul place. Really bizarre. I don't know. I wonder what it used to be. I'd like to know, but I don't think I'm going to find out anytime soon. And then this is the mall. I'm going to go left here. There's a really old retro, I don't even know what that's called, Volkswagen whatever right there, rotting in the sun. See Penny's right there, and then there's a sign that says Merritt Square. Merritt Square. See, JCPenney's looks like super old, and it does look 2 stories. I bet you they got a lot of offices and stock stuff upstairs. There was an elevator, but it said offices, so I did not go in there. Alright. But totally retro mall. I really enjoyed this mall. It's like, it's not completely dead, but it's pretty much there. Pretty much. And I didn't go into Macy's at all. Macy's is just Macy's. Uh-oh. I'm going to slow down here. There's somebody walking in front of me. So yeah, it's definitely a dead mall, but it feels pretty safe. Like it's not going to get torn down next week. And there's Ollie's. I wonder what Ollie's used to be. It's pretty cool. Ollie's. Then here's the old Ruby Tuesdays. Every mall seems to have had a Ruby Tuesdays like this at some point. But pretty nice. More stores on the outside here I didn't see. Don't know what they are. Big hole in the parking lot. Ugh. And then this is where Macy's is right here. Looks like a Moss Brothers almost. Maybe it was an old Moss Brothers or Burdines or something. I'm sure it has not been Macy's for its entire life, because that's just like impossible. And there's a Chick-fil-A in front of me. That is closed today because, you know what, it's Sunday. Oh, and there's a First Watch inside like an old Chili's or something in the parking lot, which is unique. Alright, so there is Macy's. Huge cover on the front of that Macy's right there, a huge awning. I don't know what you call it. I've got a stop sign, so I'm going to appropriately stop. Maybe drive under here. Maybe not. We'll see where we get to. Stop sign. Yeah, we're not going to drive under that. We're going to cut through here. So this is the awning I was just talking about. Pretty cool looking thing. And then we're going to go left up here. And that building looks like it's seen better days. Alright. We're going to go left over here. And see the old Sears. That Sears is not going to become anything anytime soon. It's just being eaten up by nature. Actually, looks like it's in pretty decent shape somehow. Somebody doing something over here. I don't want to get involved with whatever they're doing, so I'm going to turn here. Can't believe it's even got the sign up Sears. Oh, you know what else? Yeah, I was going to say it's in good shape, but look at the garden center here. The fence is all falling in. It's definitely seen some better days. See the fence is falling down. Auto Center. Wow, look at this. And this Auto Center, that's a newer sign. I mean, I know it's still like 30 years old, but it's a newer Auto Center sign. And then in the other side of Sears, I don't know what's going on. There's some like flatbed trucks with like, I don't know, it looks like parts of a bridge. Like the sidewall of a bridge. Yeah, look, this is the bridge I was talking about. Check this out. That's definitely, it's like the sidewall of a bridge. Like right there, something, a wall or something. I don't know. Beats me. I don't know. But there's Sears. Man, that place is nasty. MPU, merchandise pickup. Huh. That's a shame. And then here's the theater, which is really wacky 90s colors. Like, I'm sure that was pretty cool back in its day. And I believe this is back to where I started. Back by Dillard's. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm Sammy Jacks. Thanks for watching. Don't die unless you have to. I will see you next time, most likely. Until then, don't die unless you have to. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. And if you are, I apologize. And I'll see you later. Goodbye. This is waterfront property. I didn't even realize that there's like water right in front of me. All right. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Don't die unless you have to. Don't